My name is Mike Waldo. I'm the training director for El Paso Electricians Joint Apprenticeship and Training Committee. We were formed in 1946 in El Paso and have been continuously doing electrical training since then. Yeah, we're responsible for the electrical apprenticeship training for West Texas and Southern New Mexico, and also journeyman continuing education and skills development training. Right now we have right at 100 apprentices, and we've been as high as 195 apprentices. We have about 25 contractors we work with. I have 7 instructors that we also deal with to train our apprentices. Sustainability goals, we'd like to be zero energy by in another 5 or 6 years, but first we got to find the funding to do this. This is where GBC has been a big help in helping us be aware of what funding and what incentive offers are out there. It's always good to share information with other businesses too when you're trying to do something like this. We joined the Green Business Challenge because it just makes perfect sense. As I was saying, you need to share information with other companies. There's no sense reinventing the wheel if somebody else has already figured out a way to save some energy here or make things more efficient, make them more cost effective. The workshops have been especially helpful because you don't know what you're gonna get on each one, and there are always a couple of little jewels in there that you can end up using. You find out what other companies are doing, what they have to offer that you can utilize also. The workshops vary quite a bit too, so you can have everybody from El Paso Electric to some small mom and pop business, so tell them what their experiences are. While we've been in the Green Business Challenge, one of the biggest changes we've done is towards energy efficiency. We changed out, I believe it was 160 some odd light fixtures from the old T12s to the more efficient T8s and T5s, which was a big help. We also made sure that the 3 main classrooms we use all the time, we went to these split unit HVAC systems that have a heat pump on them. This has been a big savings because some of the other HVAC units on the roof were older and they weren't as efficient. By putting in these 3 split units, we were able to disconnect one of the 10-ton very inefficient units. To get an Energy Star rating, you have to have a SEER rating of about 13.5, and these all have a SEER rating of 17. So they're extremely efficient both in heating and cooling. These are the split units we were talking about before that have the SEER rating of 17. This unit right here, instead of the old way where one unit had everything in one package and it cooled the air, instead the condenser and compressor and everything are outside, and they just transport the fluid, either warm it or cool it into here, and then the air circulates there, which is a lot more efficient way of doing this than trying to transport air and maintain its temperature all the way through. One of the other things we also did too is putting occupancy sensors, especially on some of the major energy wasters such as vending machines. Vending machines are notorious for using a lot of energy. Put motion sensors for the vending machines so that they stay off when nobody's using them. When somebody comes in, they turn back on. Otherwise, they waste quite a bit of electricity. As you can hear in this little room, they make quite a bit of noise just running. And one thing though is they are insulated well enough that the drinks stay cold for hours and hours and hours afterwards. Some of the impacts that I think we've had on the community is we did an environmental explorers summer camp where we partnered with the city of El Paso and Reliance Outdoor Supply. We had 6th, 7th, and 8th graders come in, and they learned about photovoltaics and solar power. They learned about water conservation. They learned about eco-composting, and it was just a great program. We found a long time ago, if you want the parents to do this kind of stuff, you teach the kids will make them do that. The biggest win has been in our electric bill. By doing some of the things I talked about earlier, when we first bought the building and we're moving in, during the summer we had electric bills around $1,000 to $1,100 bucks. And since we have done the stuff we've done and haven't done everything we'd like to do yet, The highest electric bill that we've come up with was $480. That was this last summer when we had we had the summer camp going here. And normally it's around $350 to $400 now. So that's quite a savings for us. Final thoughts is this is one of the better programs the city of El Paso has been doing. We've been a participant now, we're going in our second year, and keep it going. Sixth, seventh, and eighth graders on energy efficiency and water conservation, and this was a great